Are we doing this episode? Um, well, welcome back to the channel. I'm still here. You're still here. Um, Yesterday, when I posted a video just few hours before this announcement, I was talking about a very dark phase for Pacers is coming up, and it is here. Um, I'm in a fix. All my hard work to the community, all this data and everything, me going through this hard work, taking out time, trying to find stats correlation, do statistics, all the hard works for people in my chat, all the hard work of scholars is or has just changed. I am in a state of shock. I'm probably sure that you are in a state of shock. So I'll have mixed emotion during making this video because I'm a little bit infuriated. I'm a little bit calm at the both time. I'm trying to balance this both emotions at the same time. I'm pretty sure you're infuriated too. But let's take a deep breath together and try to understand what's going on, and then we are going to write down comments and all that stuff. So deep breath at first, and with that, with the stress relief and anger that is inside me, we go to this chart. We bring out let's go ahead and actually show you this. Okay, we'll bring this PNG up. So, level up is here. I'm not going to look into this at first. Let's look into the price pool. Pacers now, the total pool is 45. Rare is 100. Epic is 225. Legendary and founding. A first place pacer can make 27. Second place pacer can make 12. Third place pacer can make 6. Rare 60, 25, 15. Epic 135, 57 and 33. And founding Pegas are making 300 vis, 125 for silver, and bronze goes for 75. Okay, I'm not going to talk about this right now, but then let's look into another factor. Let's close this for a moment. Let's try to see if we can bring this. We can open up this attachment one more time. And I'm just so in a state of shock and stuff like that I literally cannot talk about this right now for some reason. So let's go and look into this. That 2 pacers to upgrade is going to cost 12,000 vis and 60 PGX. Okay, I'm sacrificing 2 pacers. Then 2 rares is going to cost another 20,000 vis and another 120 PGX. Okay, and then we go to legendaries, which is 2 epics, 32,000 vis plus 200. So first of all, if you are updating, that doesn't make sense for you to go from pacer to rare, right? It doesn't make sense. No matter what everybody says, it doesn't make sense to spend 12,000 vis. We are opening up a calculator right now. I'm just going to show you right now. You're spending 12,000 vis, which is take 005 as your this one, which is $60, and then take 60 PGX multiplied by let me see one more time. what is Vis price is Vis is like obviously it's going to drop. And let's see PGX 0.15, right? Okay, so 0.15, we're opening this up, and 60 PGX multiplied by 0.15, which is 15 cents, that's $9. You're spending $69 to upgrade to, to rare. Like that is the biggest problem, because nothing happens in this rare. Everything will happen in this epic category. So now you are taking $69 for each rare that you have made. You plus that with another 69, or multiply that with 2. Now you have $138 spent to get one epic. So to get one epic, you need 2 rares. Okay, so now you've sacrificed 2 rares, which is 138. We'll keep that. 20,000 Vis multiplied by 0.005. I'm just taking that. That's $100 plus 120 multiplied by 0.15. That's 18. So 18 plus 120 is 138 plus another 138. You are in 276. That's for one epic. And now you have to go for legendary. You multiplied by 2. That's your entry fee, which is 550. My question is that okay, I understand the cost, even though it's super bloated up, it's super high to get those Vis and to make it higher. My question is that okay, I made legendary, right? And I wasted around about $552 to get a legendary, but stats are randomed, and you know that random stats, they did not write this, that legendary and founding Pegas, will they follow an RNG? Because they keep on talking about RNG method everywhere. Are they following RNG, or they're going to follow the same stats that is there for Pacer, Rare, and Epic? So even though you're breeding and you're leveling up your Pegas, does that make sense? That's question number 1. Number 2 is that the positive side. I'm just talked about one of the negative sides. The positive side is this, that they are trying to make Vis more exclusive, right? They're trying to make Vis more hard to get. Okay, so they are trying to make sure that the founding Pegas owners and legendary owners, they should get the best amount of Vis and all that stuff. I am totally I agree to whatever they're doing. I agree to whatever their future plans are. But guess who is suffering at this point? The people, those who are suffering, is not going to be the one that are having a lot of money invested on guilds. Now remember this, if you're also thinking this, that people, those who have a lot of money, probably will not get axed by it, you are totally wrong. People with a lot of money but less brains, those who were depending on this RNG model, what they did, that they have a bunch of Pacers, but they have the money flow. So what they're going to do is that they're going to keep on fusing Pegas to get at least to Epic or legendary, because it's just dumb to spend on rare. It is just dumb to spend on rare, because Pacer and rare, their price pool is not that much. Now look at this one more time. I'm going to change the scene again to live scene. Would you spend another $60-$70 each, around about $120 to get one rare to follow in that price pool, and then all this time you controlled the stats, you bred according to it, and this gets totally out of your control? Would you rather do that, or would you rather just head for Epic and call it a day? Even with 10% win rate, you are looking into around about an average of 250-260 Vis. But Pacer owners, GG's, my brothers. GG's. Now what happens with this is that a lot of scholars, and my heart goes to them, and I've been saying this yesterday, that lot of scholars are going to lose their scholarship. Because, I mean, first of all, there is no scholar that's going to happen from first world country. Forget that. There is no scholar that's going to be from first world country. It has to be from a third world country. So, first world country scholars, they will just literally, like, there is no way somebody is going for 6 vis until and unless vis rise high. So, this happened with Axie on October 17th, 2021. When they did less rewards, and what happened to Axie was that that event was not a hit. And Pegaxy is repeating the same thing by making this exclusive too early. It's just too early in the game. It is just these updates are too early. And tell me why. Tell me why. And I might be dumb. My IQ might be 2. And I'm probably sure my IQ, if I test it, probably maybe 1. But am I this dumb to go to pegaxy.io, go to white paper, go to their roadmap, and where is that initial sale of Pega food? Why was this event not dropped? This is such a good event. Why would you guys not drop this event? We are not going to drop this event. Instead, we are going to make it more exclusive. Who is the guy who makes strategies? Like, they have amazing brains. Their devs are amazing. The guy who is writing down codes is amazing. Who is the guy who's making your strategy? Who is the strategy guy? Why, if you're thinking about economy, this team doesn't have a guy who knows the strategy or draws strategy? You might be good in doing your, program development and everything. And your devs are amazing. I mean, like, the way they have coded the game, the way they are going and everything. And all this time, I was for the devs and I was for the team. I'm still for the devs and for the team. But the key point is that they're missing a strategist, a person who can make strategy to make this game happen. They're making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. And it's keep on repeating. It's a repeated mistake. And that's what's infuriating me. I started this video super calm. Only for the reason is that until and unless you're calm, you're not going to understand what sort of a mess or a position that you have been put into. To understand this position, again, I'm going to open up small investors like us. 20 Pegas is not at all a big investment, buddy. 20 Pegas means that we are small investors. Amount of users in Pegaxy is way less than the amount of users that is present in Axie. Axie could take the risk. They could take the risk by giving less rewards because they have a lot of users. This is too early to drop. You're going to lose your population of users. Jesus Christ, Lord, save this team from making repeated mistakes. Even though I'm talking all this, I'm still in the game, right? Why am I in the game and why you should rethink about doing all this? That's going to be out here. I have 21 Pegas, right? I am hyped up with the event of breeding because I want to, make the breeding, make the breeding event successful for me or in my favor. And these Pegas have not even come down out of the race. So I don't even know their stats. So, first of all, this is not an event. It's going to be forever. So you can take your sweet time to convert that. A legendary is what you're eyeing for if you are in the game. Why? Because the rewards are going to be better. Now, my question is that would you rather go through all this stuff, keep on spending your Viz, PGXs, or would you rather go to Marketplace Direct and buy a founding Pega direct from there? Now, here's one more thing. Another thing to think about, again, it just gets not confusing, it just gets intertwinkled with each other, let's go to breeding. Remember this, two foundings can give you legendary. So if you are just selling everything, like you don't care, like you are in a state where you're, like you are just out, you can still buy 2 founding, and that's where your journey begins from the top again. Because what we did was we started in this chart from the bottom. We literally started out here. And now they reverted everything and they went to the top where originally it should be. That's how Pega breeding starts. It starts with founding and then you go down the path and pacer. Completely logical. This clue was in the game for a long, long time. But you have to understand one thing, and this is a message to the team Pegaxy, is that you guys launched a game right after pandemic. You guys put the game in a pandemic, after the pandemic, like still the pandemic is still going on. And at that moment when you launched that game, your game was an instant hit. You know why? Because a lot of common people were out of their jobs. So they just wanted to make a little bit of money out of it, to compensate, to balance. Maybe somebody wanted to buy a motorcycle, somebody wanted to buy some furniture in the house. Forget about people like us who are in first world countries, because first world countries, we didn't get affected that much, thanks to our governments that took care of us. But those third world countries, they have invested their own money. And you should know about one thing. Rule number 1, when you're making something like this, you should not play with people's investment. And that's what is, you will see that the frustration is in Pegaxy discussion chat, in Discord. And, people are writing all this stuff about in price discussion, or if you can go to general chat and everything. And people are trying to, encourage this. Small investors are done. There is no place for small investors right now. So please rethink this. Please rethink what you have done. What I propose, and as a channel that has been supporting you guys through content creation for a long, long time, from day one I've started talking about Pegaxy, is that work around with this. Work around. There is a sweet spot that you guys can attain. You guys are intelligent. You guys are amazing. Your devs are amazing. Take suggestions of devs. Bring a strategist who has knowledge in markets. Bring a strategist in. Okay? Bring a strategist in. And then talk about this. Okay? Bring a strategist in. Bring a strategist in. And then we can talk about this. So what I was proposing from the very beginning to all my, to all the team out there, is that make this pacer pool 144, where you will be keeping 105 as first, second is 44, remove the third. Just remove the third completely. Like, so what happens is that people, those who are having under 10% Pegas, are keeping that as an NFT. Rare, increase that price pool to 175, where this will be 105, 44, 25. And then epics and founding, you can keep it the same way. You just have to adjust pacer and rare. Adjust this. You're going to save a lot of time. You're going to save a lot of confusion. You're going to save a lot of anxiety in a lot of people. And people do weird stuff when they are anxious. They do weird stuff. Personal, like I've seen personally, people do a lot of weird stuff when they are anxious about something, when their money is hurt. So please think about all this. Please think that this event cannot be another failure event. Events after events, it's failure after failure. Except for, that breeding cooldown. That breeding cooldown for the first event was not at all was not at all successful. Your Valentine event was not successful. Your breeding cooldown event was not successful. You just failed all events, and I have never talked anything negative in this channel. As a matter of fact, I took out personal time from doing 2 jobs and put my whole mind into statistics for this game. My whole mind and concentration in statistics. There is another way to save this also. Drop this, make 2 epics with 32,000. That's fine. Drop this to 10,000 and drop this to 5,000. Bring 15 PGX, bring 60 PGX, and then bring 240 PGX. You can keep the legendaries to be fine. At least give a chance for people to survive this whole economy. That is what my suggestion is. Yes, there is a very big chance that Viz should skyrocket. I agree to whatever they have said. There is a very big chance that Viz should skyrocket to a very, very huge price. But I'm not seeing that happen. Neither can you guarantee anybody that's going to happen. So if you want people to have more confidence, and if you want people like us who lives nearby, like big places like Bel Air, Beverly Hills, Hollywood Hills, where it's just filled with rich people, and if I want to share my project to these people, those who are diamond hands, and if I want to bring them in as co-investors, I need to see solidarity in the project. I need to see sane minds in working in this project, guys with strategy working in the project. Think what you are doing. I know this is probably going to go high, but you still have failed a lot of events. So learn from your mistakes is the best strategy. I have made a lot of mistakes in this channel. I learned from my mistakes in this channel. Learn from my mistakes every day, as a matter of fact. But it is the sign when people do not learn from their mistakes what's make me anxious. And that's it from the channel Techado again. I hope this thing gets reverted, because this needs reversion. I was infuriated. I came down, and I was like, I took a breath and took an hour of pause, because I'm sorry for a lot of my scholars that are probably going to lose their scholarship or lose interest totally in when wasting energy. What is the vision? It's going to be our next episode, where we are going to talk about strategy if this remains the same. So till then, goodbye. Take care. Team Pegaxy, we love you from the channel. Please bring a strategist in your team. You guys are lacking a strategist, a person who can take all of your informations, all your ideas, and bring into one common strategy. Corey is just a person who is, talking about whatever you have laid down and everything. Bring a guy with experience in your strategy team, the team that develops your strategy. Bring them in. Trust me, you guys will be doing way better. You have immense potential, and I strongly believe that this project has got immense potential. This might not be wrong, but at this point, it's just gambling. All right, I'm out. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to sub to the channel. I will try my best to give you guys more statistics about stuff. I am not going to be able to talk about rare, epic, legendary. For that, you have to look into channels that personally own and personally tested rare, epic, legendary. Though I can pull out API data and talk about legendary, epic, and rare and what's going on with them. So yeah, I will try my best to work hard again for all of you guys. At this point, my YouTube videos make $3. My Pegas are making $2. Why am I working hard? Just because I'm just another commoner like you are. And I have assets like you have. That's my whole purpose, to share this video. I'm just shocked. It will take some time for me to dissolve all this information that happened in the early morning. It's going to affect my assets, and me being in somewhere else in this planet, in a first world country, sitting out here thinking about it. I cannot even comprehend how much you guys are thinking, those who have put money on this. But I strongly believe that this project has still potential. I strongly believe that they should revert this. If they want to save this game, revert this immediately. Take that price, do small changes. I'm not telling you to change your code completely. Keep it the way it is. Do small changes. Pacers total pool is 144. Rares total pool is 175. 175. Pacers is like 150. Make epic and legendary fine. First place and second place. First place and second place. You still will maintain. It's a common logical explanation. It's common sense. Alrighty, I'm out. See you guys on another episode. I said that early in the morning in Pegaxy chat that I am going to post this video to share you my emotions behind this. As a matter of fact, I've never said anything about, like any negative thing. This is actually the first time I am so blinded out with negativity that I forgot to mention the positive aspects of it. So I added some positive and negatives. You guys think? Comment section is open for you. You can write whatever you want in the comment section. Till then, goodbye. Take care.